Are the dumbest versus the coolest moments of each Straw Hat. Okay, number one, we have Luffy. For his dumbest moment, let's be real, every time he's on screen. But if we're being real, when he used a gigantic dragon as a jump rope, I'd be glazing this moment too much. But now for his most savage / coolest moment, it has to be the drums of liberation.
Sunisha! Momonosuke, I can hear them. It's been so long. Hear what? Sunisha, what are you talking about? I can hear the drums of liberation.
And this is when Luffy goes into Gear 5 and we find out that he is actually a reincarnation of Joy Boy. Let's be real. At number 2, we have Zoro. Let's be real. His dumbest moments are anytime he does something that relies on literally any sense of direction. Here, I'm gonna show a picture of a fruit that suits him. But his coolest moment is definitely the nothing happened moment with Kuma. Let me show that.
Hey, are you still alive? What in the hell happened here? What happened here? Nothing at all.
We know Luffy be hurting during his fights. So the fact that Zoro just took all that pain and brushed it off like a normal Tuesday afternoon. How are you not dead? Like, is your will that strong? Like, you already almost cut off your arm with a cursed blade out of... I don't even know. Like, y'all remember that scene where he throws the blade into the air and puts his arm out, and he's like, let's see what's stronger, the sword's curse or my will, and the sword barely brushes past his arm. Like, that just happened, bro. Like, times 50 quintillion. And this man's just brushing it off like normal Tuesday. Like, what? Oh, I'm about to drown in my own blood? Nah, nothing happened. Like, bro. Up next, we have Sanji. This man is just, like, this man took a literal light beam, like a freaking lightning beam from a god to the chest, and he just like, yeah, I needed a light for my cigarette. Like, dog. Like, we get it. You're trying to be cool for Nami. You're a simp, but you have to go to the point where you almost die. Like, are you sure your father failed experimenting on you? Cause like, you should be dead. You should be in the afterlife. How in the, like, you should be with Whitebeard. Okay, that was too far. I'm sorry, but like, you should have turned it. You should have turned into a donut. Like, you should have went to Krispy Kreme and became a literal donut. Like, you should have turned into a... That was too far again, but... Like, you should have Like, okay, Frankie. Like, what do you have, the endurance of Kaido? Okay, friggin' Joy Boy. Like, you sure your father failed experimenting on you? Or did it just not show until you were older? Cause, like... Okay, up next we have Nami. Before I get to her dumbest and coolest moments, up first we gotta add an honorable mention. Like, one of her saddest moments is when, like, in the entire anime, is when, she's, like, stabbing the Arlong tattoo, right? And she's just like, Arlong, 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 Arlong. And, she just, like, turns to Luffy and she's like, please, help me. And then Luffy just, like, puts his hat on her head and he's like, of course I will. So, yeah, but her dumbest moments, when she low-key be treating Sanji like a butler, even though kinda is her butler. And then her coolest moments are definitely, like, almost The coolest scene I've seen from her so far is when she was fighting that one girl in Alabasta and she was using like the pipes to like control the weather. Alright. Up next we got Chopper. His dumbest moment that I've seen from him so far is in Skypiea when he's like terrified of the sharks in the water, like the sky sharks, I'm pretty sure they're called. And then his coolest moment is when he literally turns into a practical demon. Like, let's be real, this is what you was asking your dad to check under the bed for when you was like 5. Cause that thing could eat like a 30-year-old man in his prime whole. Like, how? Up next, we got Frankie. His dumbest moment is definitely when he presses a button with a skull and crossbones on it that literally says, "Do not press," but he thinks it looks cool, so he presses it anyways. Frankie, you stupid mouth. His coolest moment, which this is the coolest one I know of, which is also low-key pretty stupid, but is when he runs over Big Mom with a motorcycle while singing about a pirate, showing literally no fear of Big Mom, like no fear. Like, I'm sorry, but if I ever saw Big Mom, I'd be on my knees begging her to not eat me. Like, how are you not scared of Big Mom eating you? How? So, up next we got Robin. Her dumbest moment is probably when she refuses to dock in the Thriller Bark arc, like with Frankie's thing in the Thriller Bark arc, and she's like, it's embarrassing as a human, and then just literally leaves Frankie hanging mid-air. How did Frankie not break out of the rope? And then her coolest moment that I know of is when she saved Sanji from Black Maria. Like with a palm strike, and she's like, "Thank you for trusting me." Keep in mind, these are the coolest moments I know of. I'm literally only on Skypiea. Like, I'm not even on episode 200 yet. So, I don't know a lot about these, like, later characters. Like, sure, Robin has joined the crew, but, like, she hasn't been in it for that long for me, you know, so. Up next, we got Brook, and let's be real, his dumbest moment or moments are whenever he literally refuses to accept the fact that he's a skeleton. Like, bro, you got reincarnated. Like, you got this man, like, how are you alive exactly? Like, you're a skeleton, okay? And for his coolest moment that I know of is in his fight with Big Mom, where he's like, she asks why he doesn't just give up, and he says, what kind of fool includes dying in their plan? I mean, Brooke, you low-key can't die. Let's be real. I'm sorry, but yeah. Up next we have Jinbei. For his dumbest moment is when he got like genuinely shocked when Luffy flew out of a giant cat's mouth and started punching people. Why are you surprised? Like, I know you haven't been in the crew for that long, but still. It's Luffy. This is the man who beat Kaido. Like, why are you surprised he's just randomly punching people? And then for his coolest moment that I know of is at the end of Fishman Island when he donates his blood to, like, I'm not 100% sure if it's to like save Luffy or what, but like I'm pretty sure he does donate his blood. So yeah, but that's all for today. Like, that's all I have. So bye.